Jock, and this is Jock's Shoebox, and today we'll be cleaning the bottom of the Spacejam 11's, and we're going to be going from, let me see, from basically the bottom looking like these to the bottom looking like these. These ones I had already cleaned, so you can kind of see the finished product, and I wore these about maybe 5 or 6 times, and so that pretty much is the wear on them. This is what they look like before, and this is what I'm going to be having them look like afterwards. And this is just using the little elixir right here, which is water, cold water, because I didn't know how warm water would react to the icy bottom, so I used cold water. And then I used some OxyClean, and that's about it, and some dishwashing liquid, and kind of just mixed it up in here. And you know, the trusty old toothbrush, had to get that in there, and then this just to get in the ridges of the shoe, to take some of that stuff out of the ridges. And so without further ado, let's get into it. Because the main reason I wanted, was not even too much stuff in the ridges really. But the main reason I wanted to get into doing this video and showing people that it's really an easy way to go about cleaning the bottom of your 11s, because I had tried to prevent the yellowing from happening on my J's on the infrared 11s. And what ended up happening was, I put a saran wrap around the bottom of them. After I did this part, I put saran wrap around the bottom of them and set them outside to try to let some of the yellow go away from them. And it ended up separating all the carbon fiber right here from right here, and I couldn't get it back on. And the shoe place I took it to couldn't get it back on either. So I was basically just fucked up a pair of shoes, yo. Like, and that's just how it is. Those are the breaks, right? I just ended up having to chalk those up as a loss, you know, and just learn from it. But I wanted people to see that, like, you can really just clean it with some basic stuff, and it not even be too much of a hassle for you, because like trying to do like extra shit is kind of what can fuck you up sometimes, as opposed to just doing something simple. You know what I'm saying? And keep it simple sometimes. You know what I mean? Just keep it simple. Let me see. You can already see some of the progress on it right there. Already getting some of that iciness back. You can see, and sometimes it'll drip on this shoe right here. You don't really gotta worry about that too much. I'm just drying it off with an old shirt right here, and just using that to kind of dry it off from time to time. But get back to it. And I mean, you don't gotta put too much elbow grease into it or nothing. You just kind of get to the bottom of it. My bad if I was kind of cleaning it with the shoe facing towards me, not towards the camera. I was just getting into it for a second. Forgot I was filming. Was getting into it, but I mean, most people is trying to keep the bottoms of their 11s clean, or anything with the icy bottom, because that's part of the allure of the shoe. You know, is the clean bottoms. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it might sound like to people that's not really into sneakers or anything, it might seem like cleaning the bottom of your shoe, like, man, what? But shoot, that's part of it. That's part of the allure of the shoe, is this icy bottom. You know what I'm saying? Because people see the bottom of your shoe though when you walking though, especially if they sneakerheads and they really just be on that type of stuff. You feel me? So and as a sneakerhead, you should want the bottom of your shoes. You want the whole shoe to be in as tip-top condition as possible for as long as possible. But this is just using this little elixir right here. Here to there, kind of the difference in the shoe. And just finish off this part. Not too much in the tread of them though. On this shoe, on the first shoe, I had a little bit in the tread that I had to get out of there, but ain't got too much in the tread of this one, so it's not too bad. I feel like I'm holding this toothbrush a little weird, but that's cool. I don't know. Maybe it's just trying to sit how I'm sitting and film at the same time. And then I'm gonna try to just get some of the white on it as well. Just on this sole part right there. Cause that's the part you wanna watch out for the most, is this part right here, making sure it don't separate from this part. You know, that's one of the main things you want to watch out for. And if you do try to, and if it does start separating on you, go to a shoe place and get that shit fixed. Like, don't try to put some super glue on it and press on it or any of that shit. Like, just don't try to do none of that, because it's gonna be an epic fail, I guarantee you. So just go to a shoe place and have them do that shit right fast, and they'll probably be able to do it for you. Because once you start trying to do it yourself and then take it to them, it's gonna be harder for them to fix. Trying to get this last little part of the heel right here. See. And yeah, man, that's it. Right there. It's back to icy, man. It's back to it. Marie, and that's that. And that's just what basically using the OxyClean. That's what I'm basically just using, this OxyClean and some dishwashing liquid and some cold water, and that's it. Again, I didn't want to use the warm water because I just felt like I didn't know if that would be good for the bottom of these or not. So, I mean, water is water and it don't really matter, but that's just what I used, was cold water. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And the next time I do a video on how to clean off the patent leather on them too, though, and get that shiny, so I'll do that in another video. But that's about it for now. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and until next time.